This stuff is the secret to explosive business growth. Happy holidays, guys. We're a little festive here. We got the green, we got the red. Kind of makes me look angry and sick at the same time. I'm not really sure, but yeah, happy holidays. That being said, next week we're going to be taking a week off for Christmas, so you won't see me here on the channel next Wednesday. But listen, let's get down to it. Let's talk about documenting your processes. So documenting your process is a powerful thing to start doing. It unlocks the door to start scaling your company. And there are two reasons to document your process, two important audiences who read them. So first, we've got your clients, then your team. Now, I've covered how to document your process for clients pretty much in depth in the complete case study. There's a link to this product below, but there is a formula that you guys should check out in this product. So we're not going to cover clients today. What I do want to talk about is how you can document your processes for the purpose of sharing with your team and delegating work. You see, there are two ways to grow your business. Number one, you can sell the same product for more money, which is increasing your price, and we pretty much beat that to death on this channel. And number two, sell more products, which is, for you guys, get more clients and projects. Now, we don't believe that there is a ceiling to what you can charge, but if you want to sell more projects to more clients, you'll need to start scaling. And that means outsourcing work and hiring people. And at some point, you can't do everything by yourself. I'm going to say that again. At some point, you cannot do everything yourself. And you shouldn't. There are only 24 hours in a day. In order to delegate tasks, you need to have a process in place. It's that simple. Here's an example. When we do logo design jobs, we present logos to our clients. And instead of putting the presentations together myself or doing one-on-one training with every single designer that we hire, I point them to a video that I made, how to present logo designs. That's right, guys, video training. And as long as they follow the process, they need very little direction. It's all mapped out for them. Here's another example. You see, earlier this year, I was the only person that could do things with our website and marketing materials. It was literally just me. And as you can imagine, I was a little busy. And while the results of these efforts, they were high impact, I knew that my brain power should be used elsewhere on a more strategic level. The only thing that was holding the team back was knowledge. This stuff, honestly, it's not even very technical. So what I did was I wrote up a step-by-step tutorial for every process that I had with screenshots and shared it with the team. Now, Matthew happened to use this a few weeks ago in order to create a new free download for you guys. So let's go chat with Matthew about it. A couple of weeks ago, you needed to put a download on the site.
Yep.
And normally it would be phone call to Mr. Ben Burns.
Yep.
Like, hey man, I need to do this. But you stumbled across the process on Notion, right?
Right. Because I remembered, I think we had talked about it months prior. It's like, it'd be cool if you document that. And you did. So I was like, let me check Notion. Let me see if it's documented. And there it was. Step by step, every single thing that I had to do was there. And I was like so tempted because, it's really easy to pick up a phone and call somebody and be like, hey, can you just fix this for me? But I was like, you know what? Ben spent the time to do this. Let me take a look. So I went step by step. And then maybe an hour later, it was on the site, ready to deliver. It was super easy. And I was very surprised. I was like, wow, that's it. And in the process, I learned a lot.
So basically, because Matthew was able to put this download up on the site by himself, that saved me an hour or 2 hours to be able to do something else, like come up with an email strategy or work on a new piece of content for you guys.
Right. And the cool thing about that too is I was remote at the time. We weren't in the office together. So Even if I had to call up Mr. Ben Burns, it would probably take way more than an hour. It would have been so painful, and it was a critical thing for me to get up at the time. So because he had spent the time to document that, I was able to do that all on my own, get that up really quickly, and not bother Ben to do it.
But guys, I'm not the only one that does this. In fact, I wasn't even the first one to start documenting processes here at the Futur. Matthew has extensively documented stuff for his video content team. So Matthew, how has that changed things for you?
Well, it's been awesome because it removed a lot of one-on-one training time with me and the team. So whenever somebody new, like Jonah, would come onto the team previously, what I'd have to do is I'd have to sit down with them, explain, here's our folder structure, here's where to save stuff, here's how to name things, just sitting with this person over and over and over, doing these repetitive tasks.
Right.
Because I spent the time to document our processes here, it eliminated a lot of redundancies in training, like where to save stuff, how to name things, how to format things, where specific assets are. All of that is all in one place now. And it's saved me, I'm pretty sure, hours and hours of time.
Not days.
If not days of just training people. So now that that's all in one tidy place, it's an easy go-to for any new employee or a freelancer or intern.
So onboarding has just become wildly more easy.
Yep, super fast.
You guys have probably met him in the last few live streams, but Jonah was recently hired as an intern and then freelancer, and I'm interested in hearing what he thinks about having those processes documented for him. So, Jonah.
Yes, sir.
What did you think about the processes that we had laid out for you when you got hired?
It was good.
Because sometimes the time to hire people is right now. You never know. Something can pop up that, the Olympics could call for a new logo, and you're the man, and you need a team for that. Here are some tips about documenting your process. Number 1, start now. Just go do it. Pick out, grab a notebook and a pen, and just jot down what you're doing from time to time. Start now. Number 2, keep it simple. Number 3, be clear. I don't know if you guys can remember the last time you started working somewhere, but it's never fun to get fuzzy instructions as the new guy. Don't be that boss. Number 4, be visual. We are visual creatures. We're designers. We're creative professionals. Tap into that power. Number 5, use the right tool for the job. Don't let the medium of the documentation restrict you. If a typed tutorial step-by-step with screenshots is best, great. If a video walkthrough is better, perfect. Number 6, make it shareable. We use Notion because it's like a wiki document that anyone on the team can access as soon as they're onboarded. But we also use public YouTube videos to train our staff, like the How to Present Logo Designs one. Okay, but don't just take the tips from me. Matthew.
Okay, so I think some of the things that you guys can consider when you guys are documenting your processes. First, think about what is the big goal. What do you want this other person to accomplish with this information? You have to give them context so that they know how to frame all the information. Otherwise, it's a bunch of steps and they don't know what the end result is, right? Especially if you think about it in terms of a food recipe, you show them an image or a video of what the result is going to be first, and then you give them all the ingredients and step by step. And having that context, it's a lot easier for the person to accomplish what it is you want them to do.
Gotcha.
I think that's my number 1 tip. Give them context so that they know why those steps are important.
I hope you got value out of this video. Start now. Document your processes. Don't wait. Listen, I want you to go out there and crush it. You got this. Like, subscribe. We love you, and we'll see you next time.